I was a major darknet vendor and went to federal prison. They nabbed me in Operation Gold Dark / Operation Darkness Falls. Feel free to ask questions and I'll answer to the best of my ability. In halfway house now. Hey everyone. I was a major darknet vendor and big cryptocurrency enthusiast. I decided to do a Reddit AMA for everyone. The journey through federal prison was rough, and I completely regret my decision. I'm currently changing my path in life. I believe in second chances, and I hope all of you do too. Please feel free to ask questions. I'll answer to the best of my ability. I hope everyone is having a great day. I'm glad to be one step closer to freedom. My Twitter handle is alkick8ac. Link all's results arrests more 35. Link Darknet Fentanyl Vendors World. Link while launderer arrest dozens dark web dealers. Some links. Ops claims are currently unverified. Op has verified his claim via a Department of Justice / Federal Bureau of Prisons form detailing his case and sentence, with his username written on the form. The name on the form has been corroborated via government website. I hear crypto is very private until you put that shipping address in. What's your thought? Yes, shipping address can get you caught. Did you keep records of all the shipping addresses? What do you think about Ross Ulbricht? He is still in prison. What's the most valuable thing you learned in prison? What did you sell most? I think he was a pioneer. Yes, he got life way too much time. Be respectful at all times, you will never have a problem. Steroid / Xanax. Sounds like the guy Joe Rogan mentioned recently on his podcast. Would you be interested in talking on a podcast about this stuff? Yes, feel free to message me private. 1. How did laundering and cashing out work? 2. Did you cash out most of your profits to fiat or kept in BTC? 3. Did you / buy stuff with BTC or fiat? Was it also darknet? I would send a guy on dark web who had cash. He would send in mail. He could cash out up to 300k at a time instantly if needed. I also was involved with IGUS. Carlos Matus. Are you still a big cryptocurrency enthusiast? Yes, I never will quit being involved in crypto. I will never do anything illegal again though. Yeah, I've been first into crypto or darknet. How did you get caught? Major dark web money launder. Got caught, gave up everything. Bad OPSEC on my part, he had multiple addresses. If you could go back in time to prevent getting caught, what would you have done? Deleted. 24-month sentence, they would have hit me harder. Don't know if it is too late to ask, but how did this happen? I mean, what would happen if you didn't give your keys? How was this negotiation? What products did you sell? Did you also buy them in the darknet or from real life sources? Steroid / Xanax was some imported from China, have been doing most of my life unfortunately. Wish I would have put the effort into a real business. Heard a guy speak the other day who got busted for selling weed at 16. His dad, a successful businessman, took him aside and told him, "Son, I like the hustle. Right attitude, wrong product." What kind of OPSEC mistakes did you make? I've been doing some dumb shit like ordering steroids and Viagra from the internet using BTC as payment. How likely am I to get caught? Anyway, I can set up some sort of secure chat with you to hopefully increase my OPSEC or get clean before I get caught. Using addresses connected to me. They aren't really after customers, just vendors in my opinion. I don't think the feds care about steroids and Viagra, but you could potentially get caught. I don't think your charges would be enough for prison though. I don't think you really have much to worry about cause you're not a vendor, even though I do not recommend any illegal activities. What about Ops Secretary? Do you have any tips? Are there any guides online about how to be seamless with your Ops Secretary? No question. Just wanted to say to keep your head up and never give up on yourself. The past is behind you. Don't waste any energy thinking about it. Focus on you and your future. Always move forward. If you are standing still, you're not moving forward. Keep your head up and don't let your past define you. As far as you're concerned, your life starts today. Thank you for your positive comments. I really appreciate it. You gave them all your coins. Did they verify this somehow and knew these were all the coins, or did they have doubts? Most likely did chain analysis. This was big in my case. Did they ask for certain amounts and certain coins, or were they vague and just said give us everything you've got? Did not look too deeply into the court documents, but it looks like this was fairly recent. Getting caught. Why did you opt into using Bitcoin rather than Monero? Were you caught with more than just drugs, guns, identity, stolen cards, etc? Yes, it was fairly recent. I got sentenced to 24 months. I dealt low level things like steroids/Xanax. Bitcoin was main option at time and sure it still is. Never did any identity, gun, or stolen stuff. How many hookers did you have? How much money did you make? What was the biggest amount of Bitcoin you had at a time? Did money make you happy? No hookers. I'm happily married. Strip clubs were attended. Lots at one point. I did have 650 Bitcoins at one point. I did not forfeit that amount. This was earlier in my crypto days before being arrested. I also had lots of Ethereum and tons of other coins at one time. I was able to vacation, live pretty free, but no money is worth going to prison. Was your spouse in on the business, or did you keep that to yourself as well? How did you get started on the darknet, and what made you want to do it? I will verify to a moderator. Please message me. Verified. Sticky comment edited. Deleted. 1. I already destroyed all computers with access to Darknet, so they did not have any customers. This was a while back cause I quit dark web before they found out about me. No information on customers, ended in Les hands. Did you use CoinJoin? Do you think using a wallet capable of CoinJoin would have helped you in this situation? Were you satisfied with your legal representation? Was your lawyer well versed in crypto and crypto legal matters? Did it even matter if they were or weren't? Yes, I was satisfied. He was not very versed in crypto though. 1. Why are you doing this, Amma? 2. What do you want to show/prove with this, Amma? 3. Do you want to transmit a message out there? I want people to know you can get caught using the dark web. It can happen even if you think you're the best. Yeah, I did a few bad OPSEC practices, but there are always things that will slip through cracks. No one is perfect. Federal prison is not fun and my record is tarnished. I will have trouble getting jobs for the rest of my life. It's not worth it in long run. Hopefully a legal job opportunity would come from this evolving cryptocurrency or some other venture. Either way, just be safe and smart and don't mess with the dark web. No money is worth going to prison. Do they make you say something like this? Maybe in exchange for lesser prison? No money is worth going to prison. BTC worth everything. Don't want to be rude. Just curiosity. Can you give an idea of how many BTC were you holding? What do they do with it? Have they moved? Would rather not answer at time. Not sure. Prob cashed out in auction. Most likely haven't checked. Thanks. Glad you're having a second chance. 1. What was your average monthly turnover? 2. What were your margins? 3. How did you spend/invest your profits? Let's just say I could not keep up with the demand. My margins were high cause I got products from China and made them. I was doing it 4 years before the dark web. I lived life to the fullest. I had a similar issue, but not web-based. 100% markup did the same. Regret it now. Good luck for the future, buddy. How did you first get involved in crypto? Was it because Bitcoin was used to facilitate the web? Side note, do you know how many sites on Tor are being tracked by government? I got involved into Bitcoin after reading about it in 2012/2013. I thought it was fascinating. It still intrigues me. I do not know how many sites are around or what's being tracked. I'm sure it all is. Appreciate the reply. Follow up. Are there any precautions you still use today for privacy while online, other than a VPN? Were cryptocurrencies essential to your business? Or you could have used only fiat? Well, the business evolved around Darknet, so yes. I did have some fiat transactions before dark web, since I was involved in the steroid trade for years. Did you ever notice them surveilling you or your drop houses? Well, I already quit a while back. Before they came I never noticed any surveillance. How long is a while? Weeks? Months? Years? Do you think dark markets are partially, if not completely responsible, for some of the drug laws being eased up in many countries? Once drone tech becomes cheap enough to avoid requiring the postal system entirely, it seems most law enforcement would want to save resources on trying to fight a losing battle with drug users. Honestly, I'm not sure if they have eased up or not. I feel like they're still pretty strict. Drugs will always be around, and law enforcement will always be fighting harder now. The amount of states that have legalized marijuana alone since dark markets started wasn't something anyone could have predicted in 2005. The legalization up north, and so many countries at least tabling discussion regarding marijuana, really make it seem like a losing fight to continue enforcement. Part of the change in Canada came from the police openly saying, grow ops will never be stopped, and resources are being taken up that could go elsewhere. I think budgets are going to get squeezed, and priorities will need to change for policing people in the future. Hi. I know a lot about this case too. Where did they first talk to you? Was it at your house? Airport? Did you admit to them that you did this when they first started talking, or did you keep quiet until you had a lawyer? What was the evidence they had against you besides addresses? You said you destroyed everything because you had already quit. I don't get why you were charged if they only had addresses. House, I admitted fully to what I did. Pictures of money, other confidential sources, emails, they had info on everything. Yeah, I got rid of all hard evidence before they even knew who I was. Except for crypto I had in cold storage. They had more than just addresses. Sometimes it's just better to admit guilt and take responsibility, and that's what I did. Some may not agree with it, but it was my choice. I was ready to move on in life. Remember, I sold steroids most of my life way before dark web was around, and I was tired and ready to give it up. I actually already gave it up, and they still came and got me. Shows that this kind of stuff can haunt you for the rest of your life. I admitted fully to what I did. Sorry to hear that. I wish you had gotten an attorney before speaking with them. It's good that you seem to have bettered yourself since everything happened, though. So good on you. I hope that you are successful in whatever else you choose. As for me, just to share, since I was in a similar position. 2 feds approached me at an airport. They really wanted me to speak with them about Gold himself, because I had given them an address under my control, but not to myself exactly. They were telling me that the vendor kept detailed records. I said I didn't want to speak to them about this unless I had a lawyer. They were mad and tried to intimidate, but I stayed calm and talked calmly. I admitted to nothing, and they gave me a business card saying to have my lawyers contact them. I hired extremely expensive lawyers. They talked to the main agent on the case, who said they traced all the transactions to darknet markets. Luckily for me, the feds obviously didn't have much, because the lawyers recently gave me my huge retainer back. After dealing with this since mid last year, it was mentally damaging and caused me to feel extremely paranoid, anxious, and depressed until it was over. Most important lesson: if doing anything even remotely illegal, take OPSEC extremely seriously. I'm lucky to say I still have a large stash of crypto, and they never got any of the cash that Gold sent me either. No more illegal activities for me. Life is good now without it, although I did have fun at the time. 1. Do they get to your BTC wallet? If yes, how that you give up your keys? 2. The darknet site was a less setup to catch people like you, or was a genuine darknet site? 1. Yes, I forfeited my cryptocurrency. Give them the codes, otherwise they would hit me harder. 2. It was a genuine site. I was on multiple darknet sites. Give them the codes, otherwise they would hit me harder. So only being a pussy they can get your BTC. Otherwise they are the pussies. You couldn't resist? That sounds like torture and it's illegal. I will never give up my BTC in any ducking condition. I prefer to die, but not give up. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.